Hey YouTube, I'm back this time with my wax empties for the month of October and November. I'll start with my candles and then go to my wax melts. So the very first thing I finished up was this Olivia Blake London Elderberry Flower and Bay Leaf candle. I purchased this from TK Maxx. I want to say for maybe like $10 or something like that. For being a one wick, it actually had an okay throw, and while it got messy on the sides, while it was actually burning, it actually burned just fine. So I picked this up because I thought it had a unique fragrance. I think it smelled like a perfumey version of Autumn from Bath and Body Works, but there are a lot of other TK Maxx candles or TJ Maxx candles that I find to be exciting and unique. So while I would recommend this candle in general, I probably won't repurchase it. The next ones I finished up are all from Bath & Body Works or White Barn or however you want to think of it. This is Heirloom Apple from this year with the pink marbled sticker, and as you can see on the bottom it is a sticker, not actually marbled glass. The keynotes here are Golden Honey Crisp, Apple Blossom, and Fresh Sugarcane. I mean it kind of smells gross now, but I was actually very disappointed with this candle. I really wanted it to be Heirloom Apple from last year with the marshmallow notes. However, this to me just smelled like farm stand apple. And once upon a time ago, I used to really love that. But I don't know, something about it just smells a little bit chemical to me, and so I much prefer that kind of marshmallow tone with the apple. So it's not like this was completely horrifying. Like if somebody gifted me a farm stand apple, like yeah, I'd be down for that. I would burn it and enjoy it. But it's not what I wanted it to be, especially because last year Heirloom Apple was one of my favorites, and I actually purchased 2 of them, and I hardly ever repurchase within the same season. I really wanted it to be the same this year, but sadly it was not. So as you can see here, it actually burned really nicely, and the flames behind the pink marble had a really great glow. So if you are an ambiance person, this is actually a really good candle. But like I said, I wanted it to be something different. So like I said, it's okay, but would not be a repurchase for me. I also finished up another candle that I purchased in October when I was in Wichita. This is the Hooray candle, and this is a repackage of Pink Apple Punch, and in fact the keynotes are actually the same. It's Beverly Champagne, Pink Lady Apples, and Juicy Honeydew. This also had a really solid burn. I've been really happy with the candles that I have bought this year from Bath & Body Works in terms of their burn. So not so much the throw, not so much strength, but they're at least burning very nicely. So I am really not one for these quotable things. I thought in the beginning they were okay, especially the ones that could be used as greetings, like for a birthday or congratulations or something like this. But I think anymore they're getting a little bit lazy, and I really wish that Bath & Body Works would just like cut it somewhere, or have a line that looks more cohesive like what they started with. So I actually have a second one of these because Pink Apple Punch is my favorite Bath & Body Works candle of all time, and I was really happy with this burn, so I'm looking forward to having my next one too. The next one that I finished up was actually part of my Finish 18 by 2018 challenge. This is the London Tea and Lemons, and the keynotes here are, let's see, a royal blend of tea, lemon, and sugar. This also burned quite nicely. So I believe I purchased this maybe during the semi-annual sale, either that or the candle sale from 2016. So I purchased this a long time ago and just saved it and brought it to Melbourne with me. So again, a great burn, a little bit of residue kind of on the sides, but I really don't mind that. Excellent picture. I think that this line had a really wonderful packaging. So I really love the actual photograph here. It's of Tower Bridge with kind of like a raised cursive text. And I thought that all of the designs from this collection, this kind of destinations collection, looked really good. So with that in mind though, I actually did not really care for the scent. So I've mentioned on my candle, I've mentioned on my channel before that I am a tea drinker, so I would not I would not consider myself a tea snob by any stretch of the imagination, but in my mind, tea should just taste a certain way. Like it should taste very natural, very earthy. It should taste like a leaf. And to me, this did not smell like tea. It was too heavy on the lemon especially, and it just smelled like a Lipton iced tea that comes like pre-flavored. I can't stand those teas. I definitely like to flavor it myself if I'm going to at all. So yeah, I don't like tea that is flavored like that, so I really don't like the smell of things like that. So the smell became, or the fragrance became better as the candle went down because it lost its throw. And when it was light, it was okay, but for what it's worth, great picture, but would not repurchase. Okay, and the rest are wax melts. So I will start with the things that one could actually buy in the US, and then if you like don't care after that, then you can click out. So I finished just a couple of items from Walmart. So I finished 2 items that I purchased in October and I hauled it, and I'll link that haul down below, by the way. I finished up a 6-pack in the sugared melon kiwi and also a 6-pack in the tropical pina colada. I'll start with the pina colada. I thought that it was okay. I do actually have a second pack of these and it's all right. However, it smells a little bit, I mean, this is gonna sound dumb. It smells a little bit waxy. But like, you know what I mean? Like a wax that isn't scented. Like it's definitely scented here, but there's something kind of fake about it that I'm not really into. So I'll definitely melt through my other pack of it and appreciate it for what it's worth. But when I go back to the States, just like whenever to visit, I probably won't repurchase this one. So I would have liked it to be sweeter. I guess I'll say it that way. I would have liked a little bit more of the pineapple to come out. However, you know, like I said, I wasn't completely horrified. If you think that you'll like this and you want something not light, but less sweet than a really sugary drink, then this would be a good one to check out. And the other one I have finished a value pack of this before, so I am no stranger to sugared melon kiwi. This to me smells very much like candy, and it was a favorite with my boyfriend too. So when they say sugared, what they mean is sugared. It smells very sugary, very kid friendly. I do have another pack of this, another 6-pack, and I would definitely repurchase. And then the last thing that I finished up that I actually bought from the US is a value pack in the wild berry cheesecake. This is something that I really enjoy melting, especially on days that are overcast or rainy or whatever. So this weekend we were supposed to get like apocalyptic rain in Melbourne, and it's been about 30 degrees cooler than this time last week. So there's definitely been a cold front coming through. It's been a really good time to melt this kind of thing. So while I think it is good any time of year, like I said, I really like it when it's colder or rainy or whatever, because I think that there's definitely a warmth to the crust nut in here that I think really goes well with that kind of weather. But like I said, I purchased another one of these value packs when I was in Wichita last, so I do have another one of these that is almost full and being enjoyed. Okay, so that is it for everything that's available in the US, at least everything that I know for a fact is available in the US. And I just have a couple other things that I bought here in Australia. So if that's what you care about, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram as always. For the rest of you, I just have a couple items here that I'll just go ahead and get through. So I've mentioned before on my channel that oddly enough, Kmart is like a lifestyle here in Australia. They are everywhere. It's kind of like how people love to walk around in Target. Like there are Targets here, but they're kind of sort of uncommon. Kmart is like their version of Target, where they'll just like go and wander. And in fact, I actually just got back from Kmart, so just saying. But Kmart sells a couple of different wax melts, so they don't change them with the seasons, which is kind of disappointing, but they do have a couple of ones that I really enjoy. So to my surprise, this is the one I like the most. This is the salted caramel, and it's a pack of 6, and even though they're not very deep, they are kind of like tall, I guess. However, I found that these were kind of light, so I used 2 at a time. like I've said before, I'm really not a salted caramel person. However, just like the berry cheesecake, this is a really nice one to melt when it's overcast, rainy, cloudy, cold, something like that. So I don't think it actually smells so much like salted caramel. I got more of like a graham cracker or like a spice cake vibe. So to my surprise, I would totally repurchase. I don't know if Kmart is like still a thing in whatever city you live in, and I'm not sure that Kmart in the US sells wax melts, but if you're ever just in one, then maybe look around and see if they sell the wax melts like they do here in Australia, because like I said, at least here they don't change them with the seasons, but I was kind of pleasantly surprised with the fact that I liked them. So there's that. And then I also have 4 soy wax melts that are from I don't know if I would say a local vendor, but like an Australian vendor that I get at a craft store, and in fact I was at that craft store yesterday. So these are from Tilly, Australia, and they're soy wax melts. This is an orange blossom. This smells just like peach Bellini. I'm telling you, that is exactly what I thought. So it's a little bit messy because it is soy, but it melts cooler and cleaner, so it's been pretty nice to have around the apartment, especially with white walls. But yeah, orange blossom was okay. Peach Bellini is like not something I just desire to have all of the time, but it is nice from time to time. So I think that while I'm not going to go out and rush to buy orange blossom, I would purchase it again. The next thing that I used up is pink lychee, and again, these are all from Tilly, Australia, and they go for $5.95, and that's Australia, not US, by the way. So maybe like maybe like $4.50 US. So yeah, again, these are all soy, so they're a little bit messy on the inside, but like I said, they melt cleaner. So I've talked about pink lychee before in the sense that lychee is originally like a Chinese fruit, and something I've noticed here is that it's very common for establishments to have lychee flavored or lychee scented things, so this naturally would be available. Lychee is a very lush fruit. It's also very cloying just in general, and I would compare it to kind of like juicy fruit. You know, for the first like 5 seconds when it actually tastes like something, it smells just like juicy fruit. It's insane. So yeah, this was actually my boyfriend's favorite by a lot. I knew that he loves sweet stuff, but I didn't realize he would like something this cloying. But yeah, he's actually requested me to buy more of this. And he's the person who doesn't care about wax like ever. But yeah, this is something he really wanted. So I will definitely go out probably in the next week or so to repurchase pink lychee. The next thing I used up is probably one of my favorites from the month is Tahitian frangipani. Frangipanis are also very common flowers here. And yeah, it's not really for everyone. It kind of smells like gardenia in the sense that it's kind of a creamy floral. My boyfriend doesn't like florals, so he's just kind of like about it. But if you like florals and you're ever in the market for something like it, frangipani generally is not used in the US, but you could also call it plumeria. So if you're in the market for something that would smell like this, like unfortunately you can't smell it through the screen, but if you want something that is like frangipani, then check out anything you see in plumeria or perhaps in gardenia too. Okay, and the very last thing that I used up is this coconut and lime wax melts, and this to me smelled delicious. The odd thing is I feel like it smells more like coconut than like lime, and generally when I feel like when these are together, the lime tends to be stronger, but the coconut was definitely stronger in this one. So you definitely get the lime too, but the coconut for sure. So it was a little bit light. I would have liked it to be just generally stronger, but for what it's worth, just like the pink lychee, I will definitely go out and repurchase this again. So that is it for my wax empties for the months of October and November. So with that, if you stuck around, thanks so much. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.